We are live here at the Champions Classic. We're back for day 2 action. I'm your host, Mondre Allen from the Love of the Game podcast. And we have our victors from the first game, Shiloh High School, back to the winning ways. Coach, I'll toss it over to you just for some opening statements and remarks on your game today.
Well, it feels good to get a W, as you always know. The guys played really hard, way to bounce back from some adversity we had these last couple of games, and I'm really proud of the way they came out and competed today.
100%, Coach. We talked about yesterday how this was going to be kind of a learning experience for your guys, that this year's team wasn't necessarily last year's team, but that's always a bad thing, especially in December, right? It's still early. You guys were able to use a lot of pressure defensively, which has been a staple for Shiloh. How do you feel like your guys did today as far as grasping some of those defensive concepts?
We did a lot better. Once again, we didn't have video on this team again, so it's really hard to project. So we just figured we'd go out there and force our will on them today and play Shiloh basketball as opposed to worrying about what they were going to do. And the guys responded well. Everybody contributed. And like I said, it was a good victory going into the new year.
Absolutely, Coach. It seemed like at parts of times you guys just kind of swarmed them. That it was too much pressure for those guys, which we saw with them kind of struggle with yesterday. Did you see that in the game that they played yesterday, or like you said, was it just purely focusing on we want to play Shiloh basketball, play how we play?
We did see a little bit of what they did, I guess about a couple of weeks ago, but didn't really have time to prepare. We just wanted to go out there, and I know that it was going to take them some time to really buy into the presses and know where they need to be. And we're finally, after the fourth game, we're finally starting to put these pieces together. And I'm excited about the direction we're headed here at Shiloh basketball.
100%, Coach. You got some players with you today. If we want to introduce the guys you got with you today, Coach.
Yes, I have one of my two of my returning players, my junior Xavier Wright and my junior Makai Mathis, who had outstanding games and really forced the pressure today.
Guys, I'll open up some questions to you. We'll start, Xavier. When you come to play in an event like this, understanding that, hey, there are going to be scouts here, there's going to be coaches, media, what are your thoughts coming into a game? Does some of that other stuff kind of get into your head, or are you just focused on the game plan?
No, I just zone out and worry about the game, worry about my teammates, listen to my coach during the game, just play ball. Don't worry about outside, stay inside the game, play my ball.
Gotcha. Well, it's the same question for you.
I just like to come in, play my game, play with my teammates because we all practice hard together, so we're going to play hard together. We all just buy in and play hard.
Got you. When we come in, you guys being returning players kind of know and understand what Shiloh basketball is all about, the rich history, the things that you guys have accomplished over the years. What are some of the things that you guys are trying to do in practice every day to set the tone for some of the younger guys who may not kind of understand that just yet?
We try to push them to the limit. So it's just like we worry about defense most of the time. We have an offense will come. So in practice, we just play hard D on them, make them get used to the varsity level of basketball. We're really shallow basketball.
Do you guys think about the expectations and the legacy of what it means to play for Shiloh, what this team means to the community in your area? Is that something that you guys think about often, or are you just focusing on the game?
Go ahead.
It's a little bit of both because all the accolades that this man has right here, but all the past teams and stuff. So we try to play Shiloh basketball and keep it that way. Not trying to go do our own way.
Players, so goals for the season. I know you guys had a team that could have gone as far as you wanted to go last year. And shots falling, be it as it may, you guys were as good as anybody in the state last year. What were your specific goals coming into the season for this year? Do you feel like you guys can pull off a state championship even this year?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yes, we can. Try to lead off of where we was last year, keep building on that. Just keep progressing from where we was, just don't go downwards. That's all.
I'll open the same thing up for you.
we try to not compare ourselves to last year and try and be the best team we can be this year. So we're just focused on this year, trying to win this year. But for sure, I think we have a chance to win the state.
One thing I would say about this year's team is that they're definitely, I wouldn't say it's talented, but they definitely give a lot more energy, as you can see every game.
Sure.
The youthfulness is fun to coach. At the same time, it can be stressful because you're dealing with 10th and 11th graders who don't have that experience playing at the varsity level. But I really, like I said yesterday, I really love this team. They're great to coach. They work hard every day. And I'm just trying to get them to compete at that legendary Shiloh basketball level. To put that jersey on, it has to mean something to them.
For sure.
It has to mean that the Josh and Kobe's and the Nate Masons and, the Kendall Lewises and all these guys that played before them, when they come back in Christmas time and they come to scrimmage, we couldn't do it this year because of COVID, of course. But every year my players come back and they pay forward to the program and they talk about the history. So these guys didn't get that this year, but I always talk about protecting the shield. And as long as they go out there with that shirt on and try to protect that Shiloh shield, I can't be mad. I'm definitely happy about today, and I look forward to the new year.
Absolutely. Well, I wish you guys all the best of luck going forward as you start in the region play. We know January is definitely this is a grind. Early season tournaments are a grind. January, when you get into region play, is a different type of grind. So wishing you guys all the best. I definitely love your team, love how hard you guys play. Appreciate you guys giving us the time today.
And once again, thanks for having us. We love the show, and we just got to keep it going. Let's go Generals.
Absolutely. Go Generals.
All right.